So, when it comes to the government, they love to take your money. Because they take it when you're alive, and they also take it when you're not. Because it says that inheritance tax increases are expected in the budget. And this is the upcoming budget as well, from our current Chancellor, Rachel Reeves. And I gotta tell you, when it comes to inheritance tax, there's a lot of taxes in our world, but that has gotta be one of the worst. Because like I said, they sit there for your entire life, and at every single possible angle, the taxman is just out there to take your money. And even when you move on, and you want to leave some money to the kids, or a house or something like that, as long as it's over a certain threshold, which we'll get onto in a moment, it means the taxman is going to be there once you've moved on. And it says that it is understood that the Prime Minister and the Chancellor, so that's Keir Starmer and Rachel Reeves, nobody likes them to begin with, but this really isn't going to do them any favours. And it says that they're considering multiple changes to the tax. So this tax that they already get about £7 billion every single year from, they're already making £7 billion a year. That's a lot of money. But here they are, and they're looking at multiple ways that they can make more money. And it always gets me with the government as well, just on things like this, is when they think that they're going to earn more money from this, is they have to think about where that money is coming from. Because on one hand, the government is just going to sit there and waste it. But when it comes to actually leaving money for the family, the reason why I dislike inheritance tax so much, because like I said, the government's going to waste it, but with the family, that money's going to stay in circulation throughout the economy. They're going to buy actual products rather than just sending the money overseas. They're going to buy useful things in their day-to-day lives, like actual products with actual transactions. It doesn't matter if they're rich, it doesn't matter if they're wealthy. I think with the threshold at 325,000, I think this includes quite a lot of people. It's really not just the super rich. So like I said, these people in this threshold, they're going to actually make like real transactions. Because the government doesn't make transactions. They just give it away and they just think that they've done a good job. So the point that I'm trying to make is that $7 billion a year, that's going to have to come from someone. And it just means that the shops on their local high street, well, instead of getting filtered through to that, now it just gets given to the Sudanese government. Honestly, it just makes no sense. Because like I said, that £325,000 threshold, in this day and age, that's not far above the price of an average house. Especially in a couple of years' time, especially after a couple of years of Keir Starmer. It really does just pretty much mean that, like most people that you see on the street, at least in a couple of decades' time, when they move on, they're going to be paying 40% to the government. I mean, I'm really not a fan of passing away as it is, but knowing that you've got to pay... Oh, it's already a bad day, let's not go wrong. But if you are going to move on, just knowing that you've got to pay half to the government, I'm going to be sat there in that box absolutely raging. I don't know, you'll probably see some fist come out the top of the coffin. And I'll just make my way onto Downing Street. But let me know what you think as well. Do you think that the government should be able to take people's money once they've moved on? Or like myself, do you think that the government should just absolutely swivel? And as always, we need to bring that word back. But thank you for becoming one of the 53,219 subscribers.
This country has gone crazy.